Module Overview. In the journey of cultivating a personal artistic style, experimentation and risk-taking are the engine rooms of innovation and authenticity. Without the willingness to challenge one's own habits, to deviate from the known, and to make creative decisions that may lead to failure, style remains static, derivative, or confined to the aesthetic safety zone. Module 8 explores the power of deliberate artistic risk-taking as a mechanism for style formation, breakthrough, and expansion. It focuses on the artist's capacity to disrupt their creative norms, embrace chaos, invent processes, and deconstruct existing paradigms, all in pursuit of stylistic evolution. Risk-taking in art is not merely about breaking rules for shock value, it's a calculated exploration into unfamiliar territories with the goal of uncovering new aesthetic, thematic, and technical frontiers. This module trains artists to overcome fear, embrace discomfort, and pursue artistic evolution through creative bravery. You will examine the emotional, psychological, and philosophical barriers to experimentation, study the methods of artists who built styles through reinvention, and engage in practice-based research by pushing their own limits. Core themes and concepts. The psychology of risk understanding, fear, perfectionism, and the fear of rejection, the emotional cost of failure versus the rewards of growth, psychological resilience in the artistic process, creative disobedience, learning to unlearn, rejecting external validations and academic constraints, questioning foundational assumptions, e.g., beauty, proportion, realism, inventing new logics and aesthetic principles, controlled chaos, the balance between intentionality and spontaneity, working with unpredictability, randomness, generative processes, and chance embracing abstraction, fragmentation, distortion. Medium disruption. Unconventional material combinations, wood plus plastic, charcoal plus blood, digital plus analog multisensory art, adding sound, scent, or movement to visual work, hybridization of forms, painting, sculpture, photo performance, text architecture, cross-disciplinary explorations, borrowing from music, dance, film, architecture, literature, thinking like a choreographer, poet, or coder to inform visual composition style as cross-genre collaboration and experimentation. Iterative process and prototyping, versioning and variations, developing multiple outputs from one idea trial and error as a stylistic tool, learning from accidents, process documentation, and revision. The role of play in innovation. Play as a method for intuitive discovery and freedom. Childlike experimentation without judgment. Thematic play. Absurdity, surrealism, metaphorical inversions. Failure as fertile ground. Historic examples of failed work that birthed new styles. How failure sharpens vision and challenges ego. Failure not as an endpoint, but a stylistic phase. Case studies of risk-taking artists. Pablo Picasso, from realism to cubism. Frida Kahlo, self-portraiture as a revolutionary tool. Jean-Michel Basquiat, graffiti meets high art. Yayoi Kusama, immersive, obsessive pattern-based installations. Marina Abramović, risk through performance, endurance, and vulnerability. Artistic ethics and limits. When risk becomes harmful, ethical boundaries in experimentation, self-care in emotionally intense work, respecting audience limits without losing vision, practical assignments. The Forbidden Materials Project. Create a piece using materials you've never used or fear using deconstruction challenge. Take a finished piece and destroy, remix, or recompose it. Art from Discomfort. Produce 3 works based on personal or emotional discomfort zones. Cross-medium experiment. Create a visual piece inspired by a soundscape or poem. Failure journal. Document a series of failed works and reflect on what each taught you. Learning outcomes. By the end of this module, you will be able to understand the psychological mechanics of risk-taking in the creative process, apply structured experimentation to evolve or reshape their personal style, critically analyze their relationship to failure, play, and disruption, Explore intermedia and cross-disciplinary methods to unlock new stylistic pathways. Design personalized processes for pushing aesthetic boundaries. Build a studio culture of experimentation and openness. Identify and respect ethical and emotional boundaries in risk-driven art. Applications in real-world practice. More original, daring portfolios for exhibitions and residencies, unique artistic voice that stands out in saturated creative markets, bold stylistic transitions that can redefine an artist's brand resilience in the face of critique, rejection, or misinterpretation, ability to collaborate outside one's discipline using hybrid methods.